How are you spending your Friday nights? Toasting your own marshmallows? Fire pit need rekindling? Come on, join us every Friday night at the Fire Pit, where our conversation really heats up.
We are Pilot's Wish, and you are watching Fire Pit Friday.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fire Pit Friday, the show for artists, by artists. And tonight I have a special co-host sitting next to me, a really good friend, ex-stunt woman, Cynthia Nielsen. Welcome to the Fire Pit and helping me host the show this evening.
I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, Cynthia has a television show that is out and rocking and hot.
We have a television show.
Yeah, oops, I dropped that.
Yeah. It's called Girls on Fire.
Yes.
And it's a show about ordinary women who do really extraordinary things.
Okay, so that's coming out, and she is pretty extraordinary, and yeah. All right, okay. Okay, so Cynthia, really quick, tell me about why you're here tonight. Why are you into Rock the Vote, a Rock the Vote event? Okay, tell us a little bit why you're doing that.
I'm really excited about Rock the Vote this year because now we have a woman candidate in a viable position.
Okay.
And also, too, that Tennessee was the last state that had the deciding vote for women to get the vote. And it actually, you found this out, was a young man whose mommy called him and told him to vote yes.
Yes. Okay, so this man had a positive female influence in his life. So I thought that was really cool, too. And that brings a passion into why you're here. And we also have the Rock.
Yes, we
do. Why we're here tonight. We're here, of course, for Rock the Vote, a sponsored event. The Rutledge, I mean, come on. We've been here before at the Rutledge, but the Rutledge really rules. And they have a band now that is rocking the walls, and I'm going to introduce them to you. Welcome, Pilot's Wish.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Why are you guys here tonight for a Rock the Vote event? Does this mean anything to anybody in particular?
No.
No!
Just that you're dressed like a candidate doesn't matter.
I feel like a candidate tonight. It's been crazy. But why? I think the why is pretty darn near obvious at this point. We just have a country that is not doing so hot. So we need to vote in order to change it. And that's all there is to it. That's the bottom line.
Let's go ahead really quick here. We've got Chris. Okay, and Chris, what do you play in Pilot's Wish?
I'm the singer, and sometimes I play guitar, sometimes I play keyboard, sometimes I play the melodeon.
I basically say you play the vocal cords.
Yes.
Okay,
works, yeah.
That's a very difficult instrument to play, okay? And Katie?
Yes, my name's Katie, and I play bass.
And Shannon?
I play piano.
Piano, yes, and I will touch about some of the things that have been, described. Your Pilot's Wish sound. I heard something about you. Yeah. And David.
Yep, drummer. Play drums. The drummer plays drums.
Yes.
That's good, David.
I love drummers. I love drummers.
I play guitar. I try to.
What do you mean you try to?
I try to keep up with the rest of these guys.
Oh, crap.
Richie.
I'm another guitarist.
Okay, so we have a wall of sound there, 2 guitars. All right, so let me just read something really quick and tell me if this is kind of correct. This is how you were described at one point. Deliciously dark vocals, full of desperation at turns, haunting piano and guitar. Is that correct? Would that be a correct statement, or would you like to add or take away from that?
I think it sounds better than we actually thought.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better than we actually sound. Also, what did it say? Desperation.
Yes, desperation at turns.
I don't know if I'm all that desperate.
No?
Okay.
Do you have this way of delivering your vocals that you are very emotionally heartfelt? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I would hope so. That's what I
Then,
try to do.
okay.
That's what I try to do.
He does have quite a passionate voice. I think it
There
really
you go.
tugs on the chords. when
So
he
that's the
sings,
haunting
so
part.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That,
He's happy though.
All right.
I'm just really depressed. That's the problem.
Regardless, apparently we're not very optimistic.
I'm really, really depressed. It's dark, but at least it's deliciously dark.
Deliciously dark.
Yeah,
Isn't that
very
interesting? You could be like a candy bar. I like that. All right, now Pilot's Wish. How did you get this name? Everybody wants to know how does it happen?
the three of us are siblings, and our dad, his name is Aloysius, and it's an old Irish name. And
My middle name too, by the way.
Yes.
Huh.
And his nickname growing up was Wish. Always, so all his friends and family called him Wish. And he was a pilot. And he passed away 2 years ago. So we definitely wanted to. Richie actually came up with a name, and it was just.
Which was in the progress of the band forming and the song
Yes,
being
it's all very tied together.
Right.
So the band is essentially a tribute
Right.
to our dad.
And how long have you been together? as
It'll
a group?
be since him and I first decided we wanted to start playing music. I think it was 4 years ago this month.
So you were in
Oh,
like
really?
first grade? Is that?
Yeah, I had actually just graduated high school. I'm 23 now.
Okay, that really
So, yeah.
depresses me.
What can you say? No, it's just the thing about for her show, for our show, the Girls on Fire show, is any age. You can do anything at any age. Now, was he a major influence? Even at his age, was he a major influence and say, get out there and do this? Positive.
I think that would be an understatement to say that he was a
All
major
right,
influence.
tell me about it. Tell me about Dad.
Just incredibly supportive, but it's one of the smartest people you'll ever meet. The guy's the walking encyclopedia, we used to call him. Anytime he had a question about anything, he had the answer. And if he didn't have the answer, he was looking in a book to find it.
And he flew
So,
747s.
Yeah, and
Oh wow!
he flew BQG airplanes all over the world. So, and he's
Alright,
just kind of one of those guys where everybody loved him.
Yeah,
Did
usually
he get
it's
to see you all perform as?
Yes,
a
he
group?
actually
I got to
saw
see
our
that
first show.
Oh, great.
We practiced
that's
for a year in his
great.
basement.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we practiced in his
It's
basement.
usually, a parent's worst nightmare for their kids, especially at, we're not 16 years old. We're getting older, supposed to be moving on to careers and everything, and saying, we want to be in a band. And to have parents that are so supportive, and everyone's parents, everybody in the band, just so supportive, that's why we really.
Wow.
Not to mention he moved us all into his house.
Right. He was going about that online.
He was a little
He's a nice
crazy.
guy.
How is it with siblings in the band? I mean, how's this dynamic going on?
Have you seen Oasis? It's about like
No,
that.
not at all. Well, they've grown up together, so it's kind of like the two teams. We got the Pennsylvania team and the Tennessee team, and we all.
And you work together.
How did you get together, Pennsylvania,
Wow.
Tennessee? How did that
You guys wanna
happen?
take that?
Through the internet.
The magic of the internet.
Yes.
That makes the world so small.
It does. You got the Yankees and the Southerners going on, and it's working. I love it. It's beautiful. Well, that's neat. So I was going to ask you, was there any song in here that was pretty much, tribute to your dad, or anything here?
I had written one, but I wasn't quite happy with how it came out.
Okay.
So we left it off of the CD.
Okay.
But it's still there. So.
Which one is it?
Oh no, it's not on the CD now, but.
Okay. Well, tell us about the CD. I like this. Did you shoot this?
Yeah,
It was
Katie took
actually
that
just
picture.
a picture.
Just
of
a
the
picture of
plane,
you. Where were
and,
you going? Do you remember?
We were going to Pennsylvania.
You were going back home.
Yeah.
Yes,
Aw.
our cousin had passed away.
Yeah,
so
for a
and that's
funeral.
what
Well,
our
I guess that's why we're so
Okay, you're
desperate.
desperate. There's a lot.
No wonder.
Exactly.
We see the thread here.
But it was really neat because in the CD, we said that it was for both of them,
Yeah, we
and it
dedicated
was
it to
really neat that on the way there, we had such a beautiful shot, and we just thought, hey, why not put it on there? So
Yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah, and Cynthia, you just got done enjoying the helicopter stuff for Girls on Fire.
Yeah, we flew helicopter simulator, and we learned that we will not be flying helicopters for a career anytime soon. At least me.
I think
Blondie
your dad
was
would have
okay.
been like, get her out.
Yeah, your
of
father
the
would have really
plane."
hated
He
you.
didn't like helicopters.
Hey, but
He said helicopters had too many moving parts.
Yeah.
He didn't want everything
But
to do. I'm serious. That's what he said.
that's really funny.
Yeah, we try to do everything that the women do, usually to disastrous results, but we try.
All right, let's take that theme. You try, no matter what you do. Here you are. You said you're getting older and you need to move on to careers and what have you. you have a gift, of course. Music is your gift, and you have to continue doing it no matter what other jobs you take on. But at least right now you're trying so hard to do this independently. Can we talk about how that's working? This is a very difficult thing, and a lot of bands out there really need to know your testimony of how is this working for you as independents?
I mean,
Start talking about business.
a regular job.
It's hard. This is a hard thing.
It is hard, and David, Chris, and I were in a band prior to this, and we toured a lot, and we kind of learned the stresses and pressures of trying to put everything into it and making it your number one priority over the rest of your life. And from the beginning of this, like we've kind of took it from the standpoint of no matter what, we believe in this, that there's something there, and we're gonna try as much as possible to take away that stress. And if a great opportunity arises, we're gonna go after it and put everything into it. But at the same time, we're focusing enough to where everyone can also have somewhat of a home life and a personal life.
And keep it, and just keep the music going.
Right.
That's what's
because
important.
No matter what, I think
that's the payoff.
We may never
it
release
takes
our
the stress
album.
out of everyday life too.
Right.
It takes the stress away
Because
from
you're
your job.
rewarded with your music.
Yeah,
So many bands break up just over trying to make it, and
I don't think getting
what is
rich
it
the overall
anymore?
purpose.
What are you going to make?
Yeah, and that's what we talk about all the time is the level of success.
Exactly.
Just keeping it straight. I mean, when people say, well, do you make enough money at what you do? Well, I make enough money to really love what I do.
To fund what you like.
Okay. If that makes any sense, why are you so happy? Because life is really good, and there's nothing to be down about, right? And then you having your brother and your sister with you. I mean, Katie, that's got to be so awesome. And you're no
kidding.
Oh wow! I think we need to insert bomb there after that.
We're all so close. It's just
Yeah.
The minute that we all met, it was just instant connection. It was like it's crazy.
2 girls, 4 guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the one with the suit and tie. He's the boss.
I'm the man. No, I'm not
Work
the boss.
together
No,
really
it's a
well.
collaborative effort.
Yeah,
sure.
everybody puts in different arenas that makes the machine kind of work.
And we also try to keep it on the idea that everything is split 6 ways. That everybody has an equal share in not only costs that we have to incur, money that we make, which isn't anything. But also writing, songwriting is everything is 6 ways. Somebody comes up with an idea, they bring it to the table for everybody to see.
Oh, that's perfect.
And if you can stay that way,
Yes.
Brings me to
you'll have no trouble.
I need to talk about Habitat for Humanity, Last Chance for Animals, Youth Volunteer Network, National Suicide Preventions, Tell the World Hunger, Kidney Walk, Random Acts of Kindness Foundation, and there's more, and I can't keep going. What is going on with all of this on your website?
The world is broken and somebody needs to fix it.
Right.
So we're doing the best we can. That's what I think.
When you have a place to, even if it's MySpace or getting up on stage, and you have a chance to have all eyes on you for a moment, just to maybe put out the word, just think about it, everybody, and maybe, because we can't make any changes unless we all get together and do it. One person can't make a change. The entire world needs to get together, and we're just, we realize even with the band and stuff, we know we can't make money even though as hard as we try, so we're all fine. We get to eat every day. We're really lucky. We want to be able to do anything we can to help, and we know that just to put the word out there and be like, just think about it, because so many people have a good heart and they do want to help. So
Taking some accountability, personal
Exactly.
accountability. I think that's really cool. That's very, very cool. And that's great to share with your fans. And I have one other question about sharing with your fans, because I think Cynthia and I really want your street team.
Yeah. What is a street team? Because
Can
until
we have
tonight,
it?
I never even heard that term. Like, what's a street
really?
team?
She didn't know.
It's basically a group of fans, volunteers mostly, that will go out and put out flyers for you.
Okay.
They're just a support team.
They spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word. Try to get the word out about the music, and they can be invaluable.
Yes.
Definitely, and especially the fact that they're fans. They're dedicated to
Yes.
you and your music, and so it's really
And they're active fans.
Exactly.
Because everybody can go out and watch the show and be supportive and buy a CD. But when they take that extra step, basically what that means, it's showing your character as a band. Street teams, if they're doing it for the right reason, of course, they're showing a reflection of who you are. They're helping you. That means that obviously you have helped them. You've helped them in a way, whether it's inspiring them through music or just supporting them, understanding them as a fan. And I think that's awesome when I see something like that. So I wanted to mention that to you guys. That's great that you have that.
We got to give a shout out to Theo, though, too.
Give a shout out to them, whoever you want to at that point, because these are
he's
people
the leader
that
of our street team.
And just our friend, you know, somebody that we can connect with. It's not even like a fan thing. We even hate when if someone says that. It's, you know, we connect on a different level. He understands our music, and that's a certain language.
So they're kind of like a net. They're a net underneath you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah,
All right, I get it now. All right.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now I'm on your street team.
Sure.
Yay!
All right, I guess I'm on their street team.
Yeah, you are now.
All right, now, what do
Welcome aboard.
I mean, what does a street team person get out of it? I mean, is it like...
If somebody wants right now watching wants to be part of your street team, what would you tell them?
They like
part
music
of something that's
too well.
bigger than
Okay.
anybody as an individual.
Okay.
As far as like any monetary compensation goes, they're not
No,
gonna
no,
get
no.
paid.
I mean, is it like a club? You know, I'm just saying, is it like,
No,
I'm
it's
just
more
those
like
old,
a-
come on, I'm
no.
old. It's like, do you get a button on team, you know?
Love you. You want to?
Oh yeah,
we try to, you know, keep it at, we stay in touch with anybody that wants to be involved on that level, and as far as anything we can do, we don't get a lot of, you know, anything monetary or
otherwise
any type of physical goods out of it.
Oh,
but-
wait a minute, wait. That's called groupies.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
I'm
that's
going to give you
groupies.
a Girls on Fire matchbook. There, you got a physical good. Okay.
I'm on your
Sometimes we
team.
get into the groupie discussion, but you know, I don't know. She wants to be a
That's a topic we
groupie.
have.
I do. I need to be a groupie. I'm trying to experience a lot of things, you know.
You guys are making
I
it
try.
Well, ever since Almost Famous came out, it's Band-Aid. now.
Yeah.
They're
There
not
you
groupies
go.
anymore.
There you go. Oh, okay. I wanted to ask how now Nashville is where you're playing tonight. Okay, Nashville, Tennessee. But you tour. You go out on tour. You go different places.
You can call
Okay.
it that,
You
yeah.
can tour. All right. So let's see, most memorable place. How about let's talk about a great show, most memorable.
Most memorable
Yeah.
show. I have to say the first Missouri show.
Missouri. Tell me about
Farmington.
Missouri.
We played in a pizza place in Farmington, Missouri, with the coolest bunch of people you will ever meet in your whole life. They were just awesome. We didn't even play that long, and it's just they set us up in this place and
in a corner.
yeah, in a corner basically in this pizza place. But there were a couple bands that it was their last show and stuff, and everybody knew each other in this town. They were all friends. It was basically just a big party,
We got free pizza.
and we got free
Okay,
pizza.
that's worth it right there.
We got to
Cool.
hang out and meet all sorts of cool people. That's my favorite show so far. I don't know about you guys.
What do you guys think? Yeah.
Anything like that, just to where you're kind of closer to the crowd. We were on the floor.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no stage.
It's not like we're up higher than everyone else and all eyes should be focused on us. Anytime that it's kind of a
You like that personal touch. You
Right.
like being
And
able to be
everybody
reachable.
is enjoying the music as much
So
as
the
us.
audience is as much a part of your
Right.
band as...
Yeah, because
That's
the
really
audience
cool.
can
Yeah.
make it horrible. if,
Yeah.
if
We've
they
had
don't
those
enjoy
shows
it,
too, yeah.
Yeah.
you'll
In
notice
fact,
that
actually,
we don't
the
enjoy
show
it.
we played the next night, crowd wasn't into
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and I didn't have a very good
What do you
night.
do in a situation like that? What do you think? Is your heart sinking, or you're like, I am going to
Drink
do
more.
this?
You try your best.
Well, that night I kind of let it fall apart, and I got a little moody
Oh, okay, yeah, now...
because
we
I am
understand.
undeliciously
Maybe that
moody.
person that wrote that thing was at that show.
Maybe. But I mean, there were like 6 people there, and all of them wanted to listen to the bands that were on after us. So it was just kind of one of those things. You have to play those shows for a little humility.
Yeah, you do.
I think the sound guy might have liked this thing.
Oh, the sound guy and the club owner loved us too. It was a really cool club. It's
Hey,
just-
and you never know. That club owner could be the one. The
Exactly.
one who makes
Yeah.
the call.
Yeah, let's talk
Exactly.
about that, Cynthia. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay, the one is it, the big picture. Is it finding the one or no? Is it finding that one representation, one label? What? Tell me how you feel as a
Oh,
group.
would you guys want me to go ahead and talk about
Go
this
for
one?
it.
My opinion is that we're not actively looking to get signed, but if a good enough deal that we will research, and because record labels cannot be trusted, They're like to excuse the night's events. They're like politicians. They can't be trusted.
Exactly.
So if those guys downstairs only heard me saying that, anyway. But
It's all right.
we're at a point right now where we're still really invested in this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not ready to give it up anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So if, say, next week after we play our big show with Jimmy Necco, which we're going to do, we're going to plug that October 5th at the Exit Inn, Jimmy Necco, we're going to be playing a show with him for any fans. Another Rock the Vote show, so be sure to tune in. Well, I can just show up. It's free. Anyway, if they come up to us at the end of that show and say, you know what, you really need to be signed, here's a record deal, we're going to take a serious look at it. There's no question about it. But we're not going to just grab it.
Okay.
We are cautiously
Smart.
moving
So
through.
you're kind of being like a little bit of an enigma. You know, there's a lot of attraction in that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep that up.
Yeah. And with the way technology is today, obviously, I have the podcast.
Oh, yes.
So there's other ways to get publicity and media out there. So you have a lot of great things on your side. So it's not the end all,
No.
at all. And you're very smart about it. And you have all the elements. You have all of the elements. But it's just a matter of finding your perfect niche there, or whoever you're going to be with. I like that. See, that's why he wore the tie tonight.
Exactly.
He's kind of covering all the bases.
I kind of like this. I like this. All right, so here we are with. I just want to talk about your album really quick because this is on your website.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and your website is very artistic, by the way. Talking about artists, it's very artistic. Who designed that? Did you?
It's just
Are you talking about the MySpace or the website?
The website.
Oh.
You're going to go to the website,
The
and it's kind of like the
pilotswish.com?
Pilot's Wish.
That was our aunt.
Really?
Yes, we need.
Our Auntie Christina did that for us.
Really?
Pro bono, didn't even
Yes.
tell us she was doing it.
Really?
We had the domain name already. She just made the website.
Oh, tell her that she's very artistic.
We will. She will love that.
Yeah, I thought that was very lovely, and it's simple. See, I like very clean, very simple, very easy to navigate, and it is very nice, very nice. So on this album, now is this self-produced?
Yes.
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 Okay, so
Because
that
we're talking
means
about who paid for it.
who paid for it?
Is that what you
paid
meant by
for it?
self-produced?
Self-produced.
Because we did have two producers.
Okay, so
on the album.
talk about working with a producer. That's very interesting.
Well, it was kind of an interesting situation because we worked with two. First, we worked with Mark Nemec when we recorded. Yes, hey Mark, if you're listening, what's up, man? We recorded everything here in Nashville, and then we decided we wanted to redo the vocals. So I flew out to California to work with Sean Lopez,
Okay.
and I recorded some
Smart.
stuff in Burbank,
Okay.
and I think it worked out really, really well.
Excellent. So that's one way of working with a producer, that's sharing the
Exactly.
creative control. All right, so that's good to hear. That's very good to hear. Some are nightmare stories, but it sounds like you had a very good story.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
mean,
great.
there were obviously hiccups involved, but so when you're dealing with the music business, there's always going to be hiccups like that.
Always. But that sounds great.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it worked out. We're extremely happy with the way it all worked out.
So tonight, what are you going to be playing? Tonight at the Rutledge, what are you going to be playing?
We're going to play Far From Home,
Okay.
Idle Hands, Dying Tree, Sailing, New Morning, and Half a Letter. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to, that's the set tonight.
Does anybody want to talk about inspiration for different songs or songwriters in the band? Do you have any?
Like, do you all just sit down as a group and just start throwing ideas out and working on it
It's
as a
happened that
Pretty much.
It's happened that way, but then again, it's happened where someone writes the song on their own, brings it to the table.
Everything is raw until everybody's involved,
Mhm.
and then we work out the finish.
And it's
finish
you
it
do
up.
all your own music. I mean, you don't
Yes.
do any covers or anything.
We try. We haven't. I don't plan on recording any covers.
I learned that word covers.
Oh, good.
Because I know nothing
She's
about
doing
music.
so good. It's so neat to share, isn't that? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's great to have a good friend who's really not in the industry. She's in the industry. She's in the film
But
industry.
I'm in the
So
falling
she
down the
teaches
stairs
me.
part.
Yeah, she teaches me. Like her claim to fame, and I tell this to everybody because I think it's so darn cool. She got her face eaten out by Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, cool.
See, I think that's so neat.
That is awesome.
So yeah, of course she falls down the stairs and she has all these great, so she's in that industry, so she's teaching me. So now I'm teaching her about the music industry. And does anybody have anything to share as far as that goes? I mean,
music
just sharing the music and to people who are not quite.
I'm like a total empty slate.
You really
It's
Pretty
like-
much the same too. I understand what's going on. It's kind of crazy.
It's less like an empty slate and more like an empty head.
Oh, no. Okay, gentlemen, I want to ask you a question. Family support for everybody? Everybody's like, go for it?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Is somebody
And
down there playing your drums?
No.
this
Okay.
is the
Oh,
warm-up
there.
band downstairs that you're hearing. But before we wrap, that's what I would like to just clarify. You guys have family support. You guys have family support.
Yes.
They're all like
they're all tied
family.
together.
Great,
Yeah.
great. So when you're big, huge, and famous, making millions of dollars, you've got people back home saying, no, I remember you before you were that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Actually,
Okay.
if that ever happens, they're the first they get it all. Really, we could talk about that. If we were able to, it all goes to mom.
It's
and dad,
important.
and
It's
brothers and
important.
sisters.
That's
And they've got
important.
their street team.
Exactly.
I know. And now we're on their
real.
street
We're in
team.
the street team. The first one.
Nice.
Well, all right. So, Pilot's Wish. I'm very, very, very happy to meet all of you.
Thank you
We're
so
running
much.
out of time, so we have to close it up. Is there any last statement that you would like to make before we say goodbye to the audience? Anything
Register
at
to
all?
vote and
Yeah.
All right, register to vote and go to www.pilotswish.com or your MySpace, which is myspace.com/
Pilot's Wish.
Pilot's Wish, and you can check out all of their great music and encouraging other fans to go out there and join this wonderful band. And if you're in the UK, because this podcast is heard over there as well,
You'll be gobsmacked.
You'll be gobsmacked. Yes. Tell them, come on over if you have any space for them at all in your home. I'm sure that they would love to crash your pad. So,
Also, the songs are free. You can download the songs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh,
All but
that's
one, right?
fantastic. All right.
I want people to listen. So.
Yeah, listen. All right, you guys are fantastic.
Thank
you.
All right.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much for a great interview. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye. Watch girlsonfire.tv.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just